Hello 6RH. Today's grammar lesson is grammar lesson 2. So we're going to look at understanding the active and passive voice. I want you to be able to recognize the subject, verb and object in a sentence. I want you to be able to understand the difference between the active and passive voice. And I want you to be able to change sentences from the active to the passive voice. And hopefully by the end of today's lesson, you'll be able to do all those things. So, on the screen, got some information. Subject, verb and object. Now these three things you need to be able to spot in order to work out whether sentences are in the active or the passive voice. So in a sentence, you have a subject, a verb and an object. The subject is the thing doing the action, so doing the verb. The verb is the action, whatever's being done, and the object is the thing having the action done to it. So if you look at this sentence below, the dog caught the ball. The dog is doing the catching, so therefore it is the subject of the sentence. The verb is caught, catching, and the object is the thing being caught, which is the ball. Can you recognize the subject, verb and object in each of these sentences too? If you want to pause the video and have a little longer to look at them, then by all means do that. So we've got Sam sent the letter by post and the ball was thrown over the fence. So did you spot them? Sam is the subject. He is sending the letter. The letter is the object because it is being sent, and obviously sent is the verb. By post is extra information. The second sentence, the ball was thrown over the fence by Simon. So Simon's doing the throwing, so he's the subject. The ball is the object because it's being thrown, and the verb is thrown. Now, as you can see, the subject doesn't always start a sentence. So, if the subject of the sentence is doing the verb, and it's at the start of the sentence, then it is the active voice. If the item, the thing at the start of the sentence is having the action, the verb done to it, is at the start of the sentence, then that's the passive voice. And you can see here, Paul bought the newspaper is the active voice. The newspaper was bought by Paul is the passive voice. So, if you look at these examples, can you spot any patterns that would help you recognize active and passive? If you look at the passive sentences, they use was in both. Okay? Tim kicked the ball towards the goal. The ball was kicked towards the goal by Tim. The was making it passive. The needle popped the balloon. The balloon was popped as it rose into the air. Interestingly, we don't actually need the subject in that sentence. It's still in the passive voice because we're using was popped, and the balloon is the object. It's at the start of the sentence. So, use the information on your sheet again. Re-watch bits of the video if you need it. Have a go at Unit 18. When you're finished, upload your work to Seesaw or Class Dojo. Good luck.